As you can see, it rained last night. Ground's wet, everything's wet. Targets got wet, everything got wet. Either way, yeah, everything got wet, so that sucks. Either way, today we're going to be working on the old creek bed. I'm not gonna remove all the grass that I cut yesterday. I'm just gonna put rocks over it and let it rot. So this will not only double as a creek, but it will also double as a sort of makeshift trench in a way, because I'm gonna smooth out all the edges along here. And yeah, once we smooth out all the edges, then we can sort of put like a little rock wall out of natural rock all along here and all along the creek bed. We're gonna leave that how it is now. We're not gonna mess with anything right there. We will mess with this side along the whole area and the whole creek bed. And we're gonna line it with sandstone and other natural rock. We're not gonna line it with cinder block or brick or anything, because we don't really need to. Even though we do have a ton of extra brick. Even though we do have a ton of brick, I'm not gonna use that because that brick's gonna be used for something else. Anyways, we're gonna line the bottom with this with lots of rocks and stuff, and yeah. Let's go hit some rocks. So the first rock we have right here, why not get rid of some of these weeds? And we're gonna chip this whole thing up. I'm not gonna pick it up because I don't want to, but we got some rocks here. I wanna break this up, and yeah, I'm gonna do a cool transition, and it's gonna look completely destroyed right about now. And as you can see, we broke up the rock a little bit. This rock was pretty tough, at least for me, and kind of the pickaxe is a little broken anyway. So anyways, we got it up. Now I'm gonna put it about where that little brick is over there, right there. So yeah, and as you can see, I now have all the rock from there here. All right, instead of just doing this, I'm actually going to just hit a bunch of rocks, dump them all here, and then I'll cut back to you when we get that. So yeah. All right, so you can see that all the rock that we used or had is now here. And well, as you can see, we're gonna need a ton of rock if we want to line this entire place with rock, and then some. So what we're gonna need to do next is kind of flatten out the area, because this is what I was getting for you guys as an example. I wanted to show you guys that this is what I wanted to have. I wanted something sort of like this, okay? Because this is sort of like a trench in a way. Because in the end, I'm wanting to kind of flatten out this entire hillside that I'm walking on right here. Kind of make it all sort of symmetrical, and then line that with rock, and then I'm gonna like flatten it out. Well, it's already flat here, but there's a couple spots here and there that need to be flattened out. And anyways, so I'm gonna flatten it. Oh, what's this? A little trinket. That's cool. It's a little knife. Oh. There's deer up there. That's a little interesting. Well, I'll keep this for later. Clean it off and maybe check it out. All right, so I'm gonna cut and I'm gonna get to digging. So yeah, cue the little time-lapse thing. All right, in today's video, you can shut up. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be working the creek bed. And yeah, we're gonna be trying to get a bunch of big flat stones that we can lay on the creek bed and stuff, and just do all of that. Next, we're gonna go around the yard and stuff and find all these little bits of natural stone here. And then we're gonna come all the way over here to the edge where this little waterfall is. And as you can see, there's a bunch of erosion and just junk that's in here. So we're gonna just dump a bunch of that gravel stuff in there and yeah, get some less erosion. Either way, we're going to do that. That's what we're doing today. So I'm gonna go to some big rocks and we're gonna go mine them with a pickaxe. So I'll see you then. Here we have a bunch of rock. We got a bunch of these little big stones and stuff that we're gonna be lining the bottom with. We got a pile right there and stuff. This big weird rock thing here, and then one right there. I'm now gonna do a little time lapse of me, you know, hitting it. Well, now we harvested both of the rocks, put them in here, but we kind of ran into a problem. There was an ant nest under the rock that was right here, and yeah. But it's kind of gone now, so yeah, we're gonna go on back to the base and then we'll lay all these rocks out. So as you saw from that, we got a decent little rock bed right here. Definitely, it's gonna take a lot of rock to completely cover the bed of this. And then not only that, get a wall, hopefully. Maybe get a wall along the entire side of the creek bed. But either way, we got a decent little rock palette right here. There's a couple of these big rocks right here and here that I'm not really gonna mess with because they're really big. So yeah, either way, yeah, I'm gonna go just get more rock. Yeah. Oh, and with the rest of this rock, we're just gonna dump it over the hill over there. All right, so we got a couple more rocks here now. I'm gonna do a little time lapse of me laying some of these things out, and then we'll move on to the next task of the day. And as you can see, we did a little bit more work. Yeah, we got a little bit more rock here and stuff and everything. And this is all we're gonna be doing for today, however. But we'll do a little bit more in the next episode. And we just threw a couple more rocks over in that area. Okay. Next thing we're doing, however, is over here. Here we have a bunch of wood. And as you can see, this wood is going to get really, really wet. And that's not because it's laying out in the ground, that's because it's laying out in the ground, exposed. We're going to create a little wood pile thing, have some bricks. You know, we only have a limited supply though, so we'll have to be very smart and intelligent with how we place these bricks because it's going to, you know, affect how this wood, you know, affect this wood's quality in the future. We originally stored it in the fortress, but as you can see now, it's not in there because we're clearing this thing out. Either way, yeah, I want to create a wood pile now. Cue that time lapse. And now you can see that we got a makeshift wood pile down. This makeshift pile consists of, or in each row consists of 5 bricks and 2 cinder blocks in each row. Three bricks are supporting all the logs under here. So it allows water to be able to escape under it, so it's not like a flat ground. However, it will still trap some water, but we got these cinder blocks here. These cinder blocks are to make sure the wood doesn't roll off, and these cinder blocks and these brick right here is to make sure that these cinder blocks don't roll. So in the end, pretty makeshift wood pile, but it'll work for now. All right, on to the next task. As you can see here, there is quite a moderate-sized gap in this area. So I have a couple nets and stuff that I'm going to be putting there in my bag. I have a couple nets that I'm going to be putting in the middle here just to give a little extra camo feel on both sides. You can see it better on the front side. If we go back, you can kind of see back there. Either way, cue the time lapse of me putting that stuff up. And as you can see, we have a very rudimentary camo netting that is on here. Yeah, it's nice, actually. Next thing we're gonna do, I believe, is we're gonna take the next camo net that I have, and we're gonna go over to the good old tree farm, and we're gonna go find me a tree, 2 trees, or 1 tree, and I'm gonna lop it down. Or just some long logs. Those aren't long enough. I need some long posts that go right about up to that above that lamp, above to where the ceiling connects to the walls. So about that height. We're gonna get two posts, and we're gonna put them into the ground. And we're gonna take this camo netting, and we're going to attach it to it. So it's gonna be cool. So yeah. All right. Let's go find some trees. So you see, the thing is, I actually lied to you. I'm not gonna chop down a tree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a blind right here with these sticks. I'm going to take these and put them one here and one here, angled outward, pointed like that. And I'm gonna have the net hanging over it, so it's gonna act like a makeshift blind to protect our rear up in the hills and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, cue that time lapse, I guess. And as you can see, this works as a makeshift blind. Now, as you can see though, the door has to kind of open a different way, so it's a little tricky to sort of keep it open. You have to start it from the inside and then open it from the outside the rest of the way. But it works as a very makeshift blind, and it if you were up there, it might be a little difficult to see me, especially considering a couple factors of just heat and what gear you're wearing and all that and blah blah blah. Either way, it's completed now, thank goodness. That is actually the last thing we were doing today. Either way, now it's time for the outro, I guess. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. This took a lot of work, probably not to edit it. I mean, well, maybe, who knows, you don't know, but either way, this took a couple hours to create and just build. It may not look like it, but it did because I'm lazy. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you really enjoyed the video, maybe drop a positive comment down below, or even if you want a friend to see it, share it with a friend. Anyways, I hope you all had a great, I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go sit down for a moment and enjoy a nice ice cold soda or something like that, or water. Well, actually, no, I have water, but I'm gonna go enjoy some nice, interesting beverage. Not beer though, not beer, okay? But either way, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.